Hey, it's Winette. Do you remember me? I realize I haven't made a video in a long time. A lot has happened in my life. I am no longer the McMaster girl. I used to make a lot of videos. By the way, I wanted to have a microphone because I think it's more fun, but I don't have one, so I'm using this water bottle. But I used to make a lot of videos on McMaster's campus about my life, vlogging, answering your questions, and funny enough, my entire family ended up going to McMaster. My parents met there, and they graduated there a long time ago in their Bachelor of Commerce, and I graduated in 2023 with my Bachelor of Commerce. And then my younger brother is there right now. He's in second year of software engineering. So the McMaster pride will always be within me, and I still live vicariously through my brother. But on my end, I have grown up, and I realize I haven't made a video in a long time. I don't even know how many. I guess a lot of you have grown up with me. So even if you did start watching me when you started university, you're probably at least in the midway or towards the end of your degree, which is cool to think about. Congrats, by the way. But yeah, I have some life updates that I wanted to share with you all post-graduation and some thoughts on what that's like, even though I'm still a very much noob. So yeah, I graduated in 2023. I started my first full-time job in January of 2024. I've been in this job for a little over 8 months now, and it is in Toronto. I go in to the office 3 days a week, although it is going to become 5 days a week in 2025, which would be a lot more of a big deal had I not moved out of my hometown. About 2 months ago, I bought a condo in Toronto. It is just a 1 bed, so it's small, it's cozy, and I have a tour on that, which a lot of you watched, so thank you. And yeah, so like 5-day RTO is not like, if I was still living at home and I had to commute that 1 hour into the city, that would be a little bit concerning, I'm not gonna lie. But I live walking distance to the office, fairly walking distance, so it's okay, and I'm young, and it's nice to meet people and have that social interaction. And sorry, I'm like jumping all over the place here. I did want to split up this video into like a life update, post-graduation update, in like various parts of my life. Also, holding this water bottle feels so silly. I guess I'll continue doing that. So let's just pause it here. By the way, it's a Friday night, and I've been in a party girl era, but this is the first Friday night, I think, since I've moved here that I'm staying in, and I don't have an activity, or I didn't have an activity today. I literally just cooked dinner, and I tried to make ice cream with my Ninja Creamy that I bought very proudly on Amazon Prime Day, and I guess I didn't freeze it long enough because it didn't work. So that was a little disappointing. But anyway, yeah, so I wanted to make a video because I guess I have an issue with relaxing, and on a night in by myself, I just have to do something apparently because it's 12 a.m. and I'm telling you about my life update. Okay, anyway, first thing, post-graduation. So let me just tell you, the last year of my undergrad, I was very nervous to graduate. Like, university is such a special time. I mean, if you watch my videos from the start, you know how much I loved university. I loved sharing about it, talking about it, meeting other students. I think it's a hub, it's a little bubble, especially when you go to like a campus school like McMaster. It wasn't like in the city where everyone's fragmented, but I felt like it was a good community, and I was gonna miss that a lot. And so I anticipated that the transition was going to be a bit rough, and then it was. It was. I still, like, I'm 23 now, which is weird to say. I still feel like I'm 19 and I just started university, and it really did go by so quickly. But there have been a lot of changes since graduating, and not too necessarily scary about post-graduation, but I think it, like, there are some things I just did not anticipate in the way that, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It was surprising. So let's tell you about some of those things. First of all, friendships. I think at university, it was so easy to maintain friendships. I know after first year, it was kind of difficult to make new friends because everyone had their groups or whatever, and I never had like a big group. In fact, I would say I have more like of a broader social network, not a social networking app, but like a broader social network now. Anyway, like in university, it's so easy to maintain friendships. I never even thought of it as maintenance. It was just like, hey, what are you doing? Can I curl your eyelashes? Like my best friend, me and Allie, who you might know from this channel, we met in the first like Frosh week, and we've been friends ever since, best friends. And like we even lived with each other our final year. And I like never thought about maintaining friendships in university. It just kind of happens where you just hang out, or you text each other, what are you doing? Can I come over? Do you want to go to Fortino's, which I loved going to? Or do you want to get a poke bowl? Do you want to get go to Bab, that Korean, shout out to Bab, that Korean restaurant that opened like my last year. Do you want to get froyo? Like it was just so easy to hang out. And now, like, blank, I often think about maintaining friendships and how I'm supposed to maintain them. It's almost like I need a CRM. All my sales baddies know what that is. But it's like, I actually have to actively think about who is in my life and when's the last time I saw them, check in on them, make sure they're doing well, schedule a next hangout to maintain, because it is so busy with work. And like my work, I have a lot of events which I can get into, and I will get into the work section of this video, but like it takes a lot of work. And if you don't put in the work, naturally two people will get busy and you'll just drift apart. And you know, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but because I am 23, recently, I guess, I don't know how long you can say you recently graduated, but you know, fairly fresh new grad, I'm trying to maintain my friendships as much as possible. And I'm just realizing it requires effort. It actually, like, you got to think about it if you care. And that's a switch. Okay, number 2, let's talk about work. Part of my channel was also about recruitment, about work. That's kind of like where the like latter half of my degree, my content surrounded. And you know, I was obsessed with recruiting for sales and trading in Toronto and New York, and then eventually working in tech where I work now. I am happy to share that I really like what I'm doing. I work in tech sales and I really love the people I work with. I like learning about the products that we sell. I like meeting our customers, and I have a really unique position where I work with partners. And you know, every business has their business partners. Like the company I'm with, we have a lot of other tech partners that we do business with, and it's really cool because we have a lot of events where our tech partners will take us out, or they'll have events where like I get to be there as well as invite my customers there, and it's just really fun. After not really having a traditional university experience because of COVID, I think right now, like, I am enjoying the work events. I am enjoying those happy hours, and my company will have like big conferences sometimes, and there's always so many events around those times, and it's a great way to just meet other people in like tech. It's been really great so far, and I'm happy I decided to try tech out after doing a few internships in sales and trading and thinking it wasn't really for me, because yeah, I wake up excited for the day, and I enjoy seeing customers grow on our platform and just seeing them grow in general in their business. Okay, now let's talk about healthy eating, health and wellness, that stuff. So in university, after my first reading week of my first semester, first year, I decided I was going to go to the gym like 4 to 5 times a week, and I stuck to that. And I was 19 then, I'm 23 now, and I've still stuck to that. It's just been part of my routine, which is really cool. Obviously, when COVID first happened, I guess I was still doing it because I was in that Chloe Ting phase, like all of us probably were, or a lot of you. This is kind of funny. Okay, it's not funny, but I did gain a lot of weight between like throughout my university degree, and then in my final year I actually lost 20 pounds. And like I feel like it's kind of a weird thing to talk about, just because you should never feel like you need to lose weight or you need to look a certain way. But I was like overeating to a point where I was not enjoying my food, and I just went on a cut for 4 months, and in 4 months I lost 20 pounds. It was very sustainable though. Like I had in my last year of university, like I think my last semester is when I started to lose the weight, and I still ate, like I'm a foodie, I still ate very well. I actually think I started my Foodstagram at this time, which is kind of ironic. But you know, losing weight doesn't mean you have to eat like salads all the time, because that wouldn't be sustainable for me. But I was basically in I was in a calorie deficit. It wasn't extreme. I would have 2 like sizable meals a day, and for me, I always like a sweet treat, so I had like a donut every day, and I still lost 20 pounds. And like now I can say I just feel energized, I feel happier, healthier. I still enjoy food so much, but in a way, like I think I enjoy it even more because I'm very present when I am enjoying a meal or dessert or something. And I feel lighter, faster. I started to run a little bit. I ran like 2 10K races a few months ago, and I had fairly fast times for me. So, I mean, I think it was very easy in university to kind of get caught up in just eating a lot and whatever I wanted, to a point where I just, didn't enjoy. But I'm happy that I did my cut, and that behavior has been noticed, and I'm not enabling it anymore, because if you just eat whatever, whenever, all the time, it's probably not the best for you. But it doesn't mean you can't still enjoy yourself. And I feel like I can be like really sharp at the gym, and it makes my mind sharper. Anyway, I had a whole health and wellness arc in my final year of university, my last semester, that I have continued to carry on, and I'm very happy about it. Okay, let's talk about family. So I have moved away. I'm not that far. I'm literally like a train ride, like a 40-minute train ride away from my hometown and my family. I still go back usually every single weekend, or like I'll usually do like a Sunday, I'll go back, and then Monday I'll work from home from my hometown. But in a similar way that I was talking about maintaining relationships with your friends, I'm finding it's important to also do that with your family, which I think it's not anything new. It's like when you move to university and you live in the dorm for the first time, and it's like, oh, I hadn't talked to my parents in a while. So like that's something that's important to me that I'm trying to take notice of. I also have a dog. I got this dog myself, and this dog now lives with my parents. Shout out to them. They are fantastic for that, and they love my dog. My dog loves them, but that's a lot of responsibility. And so I very much appreciate them taking care of my dog as I'm here in Toronto. I'm not ready to take care of the dog because I'm like barely ready to take care of myself here. Like I'm still finding my footing. So maybe eventually. But yeah, shout out to my parents and my brother. Well, he's at Mac, so he's on reading week now. I don't see him like a lot, but you know, and it's just like you gotta maintain your friends and family. Next, I want to talk about going out. I think going out in university was very different than going out now. Going out in university, at least at Mac, it's like Dirty Dogs and 77. And then towards the last year of university, I really didn't even want to go out. Like, period. I don't know if anyone else felt that way. I know Allie did. We would always talk about we're too old to go out. We don't want to go out. And I barely went out in my 4th year. But now that I'm working, I have money now. Okay. I don't go crazy. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, spend ridiculous amounts of money at the bar or club, but like, you know, you do have freedom to do a bit more things. Like, I think, well, I guess it's just part of living in the city now. It's cool that you have so many different options. If you want like a more chill night, or if you want to like go clubbing. And it's really cool not having to wonder how you're going to get home because the trains don't run late or the bus is not working or it's delayed or whatever, and you can just come home to your place in Toronto. So I've been really enjoying that, and I have a couch as well as I got this Japanese mattress, and I have a very like fluffy carpet that I'll usually put it on, so I can have, you know, Allie over, my brother, whatever, or whoever. We'll just go out, and then yeah, it's like a fun little sleepover, which kind of reminds me of university in a way. So I think that's pretty sweet. Now let's talk about buying a place, budgeting, money. So yeah, when I realized that I wanted to live downtown, it came between renting and buying a place for myself. Rent is very expensive right now, and I don't know if you heard, but the housing market is in a big lull. It's like nothing's moving right now. Prices keep dropping, and it was a good time to buy. Again, my place is not huge, so it kind of like rent would be like the same, if not more than a mortgage. So, you know, it just depended on what I was comfortable with. And I have invested since I was 18. I've worked throughout university doing jobs for HelloFresh and Well Simple, which were sales jobs, and there was commission. So I was fortunate enough to save like quite a bit of money from that. And so and also for my risk tolerance, I was okay with purchasing a place. I understand this is an investment for me. Obviously, I'm living here now, but I do see it as part of a portfolio, and I, you know, believe the value will appreciate. So that was kind of just my justification for buying the place. And in terms of budgeting, like, I'm not gonna lie, living at home, I didn't really pay attention to how I was spending because I didn't have expenses, and now I have expenses. And so yeah, like I have this app called Buddy, and I record every single transaction. And this might sound crazy, but it's not like in a way that limits me. It's in a way that actually gives me freedom, because I can see each month like where my money goes to, whether that's my pet, food, going out, clothes, candy. For some reason, I already mentioned I really like candy and sweet things, and so that happens to be one of my largest categories, which is really weird. But anyway, like, I knew, like, even if you rent or you buy, like, that's a huge expense, and in that way you gotta obviously be aware of your inflows and outflows. And I'm proud that I've been sticking to it, and just obviously not every month is perfect. You're not going to spend the exact same every single month, and like, you got to be realistic with your expenses. But I'm proud of myself for holding myself accountable by taking a look at, you know, the truth, the numbers, and where the money is going. It is like almost 1 a.m. here on a Friday night. Tomorrow I'm going to a farm with my friends Tim and Rhea to pick pumpkins, apples, I think, and we're gonna eat on the farm. And then I will be going out tomorrow night, so that's exciting for me because I do like going out right now. But just to wrap up this video, I want to talk a bit about some advice. A lot of you, as I mentioned, have grown up with me, and so maybe you're close to graduating as well. What I will say is, as someone that was super hardo when it comes to career, and of course I'm thankful for the opportunities I had and I have right now career-wise, I think, you know, it is important to realize that work and career is only one aspect of your life. When I think back to university, I don't really think about all the recruitment and like the interviews and even the calls where I got the offers. Like, it's like, I really remember the friends and intramurals. Love the gym at Mac, by the way. It's gorgeous. Yeah, so like, just enjoy your time at university. It flies by super quick. And of course, you know, you want to set yourself up for success in recruitment and career-wise too, but make sure you have a balance there, because if all you were doing was grinding for a job in university and not enjoying the atmosphere and the people around you, I don't think those memories are going to be amazing. You don't have to party, you don't have to, there's no right or wrong way to do it, but you know, don't get too sucked into a career. A career is so long and your time at university is so short. And what else can I say? I think that's really it. Well, thank you so much for catching up with me on a random Friday night. I hope you are having a great first semester, whatever year you're in, or if you're 23 like me and you have graduated, I hope everything is going well. Let me know if you want more videos like these or what you want from me now that I'm not the McMaster girl. Happy to make more videos. I do miss making videos, so let me know, and I will see you in the next one.